Saint Joachim of Ithaka. March 2nd, a humble seafarer embraces monastic life and serves as a spiritual father, guiding his people through asceticism and counsel during a time of national struggle. A heads up in the spirit of transparency. Please be advised that this content may include ascetic extremes. Ioannis Papoulias was born in the year 1786 in the village of Kalivia, located on the island of Ithaka. His parents, Angelos and Agnetha Papoulias, raised him in the Orthodox faith. From his youth, Ioannis demonstrated a devotion to God and the Church. As he matured, he followed his father into the maritime profession, serving as a sailor on his father's ship. Even amidst the demands of seafaring life, his piety remained evident, marking him as a man set apart for spiritual pursuits. The passing of his father marked a turning point for Ioannis. He discerned a call to the monastic life, a path that drew him away from the world's pursuits. Around the age of 27, he journeyed to the holy mountain of Athos, a spiritual center for Orthodox monasticism. There, he entered a monastery, though the specific name of the community is not recorded. Upon his tonsure, he received the monastic name Joachim and was ordained a deacon, beginning his service to the church in earnest. The political climate of the early 19th century, marked by the Ottoman yoke over Greece, led to Father Joachim's relocation from Mount Athos. He was sent to the Peloponnese region on the Greek mainland. He settled at the monastery of the Most Holy Theotokos, known as Volcano, in Messenia. Within this monastic setting, he continued his spiritual ascent and was ordained to the priesthood, taking on the full responsibilities of a priest-monk. As a priest-monk, Father Joachim became known throughout the Peloponnese for his spiritual wisdom and guidance. He offered counsel and solace to many who sought his prayers and advice. His reputation as a spiritual father grew, drawing people from various walks of life. During the period of the Greek War of Independence, which commenced in 1821, Father Joachim provided spiritual support to the Greek fighters. He encouraged them in their struggle for freedom, offering prayers and pastoral care. Among those he counseled was the renowned General Theodoros Kolokotronis, a leader in the revolution. Father Joachim's presence served as a source of strength and spiritual resolve during these trying times, reminding the faithful of God's providence and their ultimate hope. Following the successful conclusion of the War of Independence and the establishment of an independent Greek state, Saint Joachim felt a call to return to his native island of Ithaka. He chose to live in the valley of Vathi, seeking a place of greater solitude and ascetic endeavor. With the assistance of a pious local woman, he undertook the construction of a small church dedicated to the Annunciation of the Theotokos. Adjacent to the church, he built 2 cells, simple dwellings for his monastic habitation. In Ithaka, Saint Joachim embraced a life of rigorous asceticism. He devoted himself to unceasing prayer, fasting, and spiritual labor, living in humble surroundings. His days were spent in communion with God and his nights in vigil. Despite his desire for solitude, the people of Ithaka and the surrounding islands soon learned of his presence and his spiritual gifts. They came to him seeking his prayers, his counsel, and healing for their ailments. Saint Joachim received them with compassion, offering guidance from the Holy Scriptures and the teachings of the Church Fathers. He was granted by God the gifts of clairvoyance and healing, through which he ministered to the needs of the faithful. He foresaw events and offered comfort, demonstrating the power of God working through his humble servant. His ministry on Ithaka continued for many years, establishing him as a beloved spiritual elder to all who knew him. Saint Joachim reposed in the Lord on March 2, 1868. His passing brought sorrow to the multitude of people who had benefited from his spiritual fatherhood. His funeral was attended by a great number of faithful from Ithaka and the neighboring islands, who came to pay their last respects to the man they revered as a saint. The memory of his holy life and his spiritual labors persisted among the people. Many years later, on March 12, 1998, the Ecumenical Patriarchate of Constantinople officially glorified him as a saint of the Orthodox Church. His feast day was designated as March 2nd, the day of his repose, ensuring that his memory would be perpetually honored and his intercession sought by the faithful. Through his life, Saint Joachim of Ithaka offered a witness to the transformative power of Christ and the enduring call to holiness within the Orthodox tradition.